Happy holidays, pet parents. I'm Robert Semrow, here celebrating the holidays in the kitchen with a really fun and simple recipe that I know your dogs are going to enjoy, and I think you're going to have some fun as well. We're going to be making pumpkin dog nog. That's right, you heard me say it, pumpkin dog nog. A safer and healthier version of what we humans love that we can share with our pets during the holiday season. Real simple. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start this off with 2 cups of low-fat yogurt. Go ahead and put that in there. And then we're going to go ahead and put in 1 cup of pumpkin puree. Now remember, this is 100% pure pumpkin, not the pumpkin pie mix. That has additives and sugars that we just don't want in there. So let's go ahead and we'll put that in there as well. It is eggnog, right? So 1 egg going right in. And then our final ingredient, which is going to be 1 cup of, I'm using chicken broth that I made. If you're going to the store and you're buying chicken broth, remember a lot of those store-bought chicken broths include onions in the process. You want to keep that away from your pets. If you don't have a chicken broth that you feel is safe, go ahead and use water or some other liquid that works well with your dog. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here, and we're going to mix it all up. Literally just going to take about 30 seconds, and we will have our pumpkin dog nog. All right, that literally just took about 30 seconds. It is ready to go. It's nice, it's frothy. I'm gonna pour some of it here in the bowl for Sugar and Zoe. They're gonna enjoy this. Now, as you can see, I certainly have some left over. If we have additional party guests, they can certainly enjoy. But otherwise, I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator and I'm gonna use it over the next couple days as I'm making different meals. I might mix it in to the actual recipe, or I can always have it as a nice little side dish for them. They're definitely gonna appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna top it off with a little bit of cinnamon here. Just perfect for the season, a little bit of extra health there. You know, speaking of appreciating, I appreciate everything that producer Derek and the entire team here does. I'm gonna go join producer Derek, and we're gonna talk about all the things we did this year at Pet World Media Group. All right, so that was a lot of fun making the recipe Dog Nog. And, you know, each year we try and have some fun during the holidays. And one of the things that I really enjoy a lot about it is after doing the recipe, just getting to kind of catch up with you and everybody and share with the audience really what we've been up to this past year, what we're moving towards in the new year. And I know last year when we did this, we had like no idea what this year would really bring.
Last year, we went off with our holiday special thinking, great, awesome, we did really good this year. This next year is going to be awesome. And then we got a call 3 days after Christmas saying you guys have 21 days to get out of your studio because it got sold. There was nothing, we didn't do anything wrong. It was like the place got sold.
They loved us.
Yeah, the place got sold, and we had 21 days to find a new place. So if you guys followed us on social media, you've seen some of the build out, some of the new things. You've heard us talk about some of the stuff as we've gone through and released new videos. But yeah, this year's been pretty crazy, pretty hectic, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, that's an understatement by far. It wasn't just 21 days, pack your stuff and go. It was tear down everything you've built over 5, 6, 7 years. And then pack it, then move to a new location. Before you unpack, build
everything up again. And like the hashtag I was going with was build it bigger. And that was like everything I was building was build it bigger, because the kitchen got bigger, the psych wall got built bigger, all the set stuff got bigger. We got way better organized with all your props. We built a sound booth, we built a green screen, we built the radio room, radio interview thing.
And we have a real editing big room now.
Yeah, there's we're not in the same people. Yeah, it's a
when
much
you lean
better
back,
place.
you don't clank heads with the person next to you.
So it's been on top of all of that, we've still been putting stuff out and still had to keep doing everything, and then still had our commercial work and still had other projects. And I mean, we traveled this year much more. You did Global Pet Expo for the first time this year with the media company. You've done it in the past as a photographer, but a little bit different this year. There was different goals out of it. Then we did blog balls.
Blog Pause.
Then we did Super Zoo.
Super Zoo.
And then Women in the Pet Industry.
Yep.
And then we haven't traveled since. We kind of turned down a couple things because we had some craziness start to happen. You had a genius idea, or I don't know if I'd say genius idea, but an idea to start this new project, which will be coming in the new year, which is taking up a lot of time. So, I mean, but this year, and then it's again, on top of everything else we've been doing.
And we had people come in this year where we literally filmed for weeks at a time.
Yeah.
And that's not something that typically we have done maybe once, but we didn't do it as often as we did this year. This year, we were literally, there were times where for a week, 10 days, we were just filming with one company or one entity working on a specific project. Yeah. And, you know, a lot of fun, learned a lot as always, but also just kind of, you know, figured out the new studio as well. There's always a figuring out process.
Oh, there was definitely.
You know, I love the occasionally we'll get the email or the tweet like, "Hey, what is the truck driving through you, or is that a plane? Was it a bus?"
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we're in Orange County. It's very difficult to get away from air traffic, let alone just regular traffic. Yeah. So you do hear it, but it just adds to the ambiance as we've kind of accepted.
Yeah, it's definitely been one of those things where, like, okay, we know the schedule for the planes flying over, so let's try to schedule around. We know when lunch schedule is for all the workers around us and all the big diesel trucks that come through. Because, I mean, we needed a warehouse space, so only places you get a good warehouse space that for the price that we can work with as a pet studio kind of thing was in an area that we had to work around. So there was a lot of stuff. Some sound dampening went into the build out. But I mean, even going into the parts where, we've been doing projects that are week longs. Usually, like, we'll do a project and it's like, we'll film it and then it'll be up in that same week, like, because we don't have the time schedule. So, but now this year's kind of changed that a little bit for us. And it's been crazy, and we've been working towards getting a lot more stuff, but it's just been that hustle. Yeah. And the sets, we do plan on sharing more of that for you guys and being a little bit more behind the scenes. We do plan on sharing some more stuff as the future comes out through social media and other stuff
I'm
that
cut
way.
You off because I want to talk about, I mean, this year was fun. I mean, Nashville with Blog Pause, that was phenomenal. I really had a good time there. The ice cream social.
I have fun with Blog Pause because it's a completely different environment for us because we're so used to the convention floor kind of attitude of like we're selling, and we're like filming these experts. But Blog Pause is a lot different. It's not as much as we're being sold to as much as we're being invited into a family. Like I think that's the best way to put Blog Pause.
That's a great
because
way
the
to put
bloggers there are it's a very tight knit community that we all just want to have fun with pets. And that, I mean, that was kind of why we started all this, was because we do really love our pets. And the more and more we kind of got into that world, the more and more we found these people, and Blog Pause is one of those places that really gets to do that. But not only Blog Pause, but Whippin' had that same kind of attitude. Now, the fun part about Whippin' is that you, me, and I think it was 2 other guys, and the rest of it, we're all just women, because it is women in the pet industry.
Right.
But we were filming very powerful, very influential women from the pet industry. And they had great stories. They had great interviews. We did a new series, which you guys will be seeing this year. A redo of a series we do, but the interviews we did with some of these companies are, I think, some of our best interviews because I tried a new style. We were like, let's try something different. Let's make it a little different than what we had. And when I sat down and edited, I was just like, this stuff is awesome. And I really like the way it came out. So we're excited to share that with you guys.
Things, and you think you're going to end up one way, and all too often it's something totally different. And sometimes it's magical. I think that's what you're referencing on that. And sometimes it's not. And you go, it's still good. It wasn't where I thought we were going, but it's good.
I mean, that's the one thing that's nice about being in this realm that we are as a social media pet company, is we get to kind of experiment and try stuff out. We get to see, oh, this didn't work out the way we thought it was, or, oh, you know what, we didn't really have the budget to perform it this way, so let's try it this way. And then those things happen in ways that we go, wow, that was really great. Let's continue doing that. And then we hear from you guys also, oh, that was awesome. And that's why our cooking is back, and you guys got another cooking, and we do plan on bringing more of that for you guys.
There will be cooking.
There will be cooking,
you know, I mean, it's probably a good time to just bring up what we're going to be doing next year. You all thankfully watch. We broke 9 million views this year. You know, again, thank you for all of that.
Yep.
But we did hear from you. Where's the cooking? Where's the cooking?
You heard from me too. Where's the cooking? I built a kitchen. Where's the cooking?
I will freely admit I was busy doing other things, but we are bringing it back, and we're going to be bringing it back in a much bigger way. I'm really excited where we're going, and that was part of what some of the delays were. Not only will we be having a cooking episode every month, and we're switching to a new schedule.
Yeah, so the new schedule that we plan on doing is we were trying to get you guys videos out every other Monday, Wednesday, Friday kind of concept, and it worked on some weeks for us. Some weeks we just couldn't keep up with that schedule because of other requirements that we had. So every Monday now you will have a guaranteed video. We have scheduled out the whole 12 months already. There's a big calendar. You might have seen it on my Instagram. We set up the calendar, and those things are starting to get filled up. And we've got sponsors coming in for a lot of that stuff. That's really awesome too. But every Monday you're going to see a new video. Then every potential Friday, you're going to see an episode of We Love Pets that we want to bring because we're having more guests into the studio. And then we're going to have bonus videos that come out on Friday. So Mondays are for sure a thing. Fridays, if you're following us, subscribe to our social media, you're following us on Instagram or Twitter, you will see the new Friday video come out also. So if you guys want to be up to date with all stuff, subscribe. Follow us. Yeah. See what we're doing, because that's the only way you're going to be able to be up to date on when our new stuff comes out on the Fridays at least.
Yeah. And we're excited because we now have a clear schedule, and that's going to be great. And I'm also excited to share with everybody, and this is a passion project that I've been working on for years, but we finally got everybody to buy in, and I'm not going to give it all away, but it is something that we leveraged, our relationships with some of the biggest names in the industry who are making a difference. And we really wanted to go a further step. We heard from everybody out there. I love PetX Talks. I love this. I love that. I love hearing that they've got this knowledge, but I need the knowledge. I want to have it actionable, and I want to be able to do something with that knowledge. So I'm really excited to say we've got something on a very grand scale that we will be unveiling probably, end of first quarter, sometime in that range there, that is going to take it in a whole different direction. And again, I've got to say kudos to you and the team, because honestly, you all make it happen. I fly in and then fly out, and that's part of the issue we sometimes have. But there's just so much going on. But I'm excited about this because I think of all the things that we do, we hear, and please keep sending us the stories. It really does keep us motivated to hear how we're impacting your pets' lives. But I think where we're headed in 2016 is going to take that to just such a further extent that it's going to really change not only this generation's pets, but generations to come. And that's what I'm really excited about.
Yeah, it's definitely, the whole reason I got into what we were doing is that there was a change that needed to happen for my first dog, and that unfortunately what happened with him was a little too late. So our newest addition to the family, she gets a lot more education behind what how we raise her. But I was like, if we could just change one pet owner's idea, that one pet parent or owner, or however you guys want to spill it out there, is going to have that little bit longer time with their pet. And that's the only thing you can really get satisfaction at, is that they get a little bit longer, because we're definitely going to outlive every pet we own. That's the unfortunate part. We will outlive every pet we own, but that little bit extra time we get with them is a huge difference in how you feel with them. So if we change that little bit, I think I did this with Ken, like that. You change that one little thing, and that's all I'm going
and some of the things that we're learning in the process too. And again, we've been blessed to have so many experts and to be working with the experts. It only takes a little change to make a big difference.
Yeah.
And so it's great. We've certainly had a lot of big changes this year.
Yes,
we also
yes.
launched We Love Pets.
Yes.
So
there'll be some more fun guests coming on that show too.
Absolutely.
Because the studio is set up way different than the last studio.
Well, and let this be also a shout out to all of you. If you're coming to town, Southern California, Orange County area, let us know. We'll see what we have going on, and maybe we'll work some of you.
Yeah,
into the show
I
as
think
well.
when I came up with the concept for the show, it was like the only qualification is you have to love pets. That's the only qualification.
I think if you've watched it this far in the video, you qualify.
Yeah.
So, again, as Derek has said, follow us, engage us. We do a lot on social media. In fact, we got big enough this year to get hacked. So we know we've made it when you get hacked. But follow us at Pet World Insider on Twitter, YouTube,
Facebook,
all that
everything
different stuff. Producer Derek has his own as well. So, definitely stay engaged with us. Let us know what you want to hear. That's what's driving us. And, this year, a little bit less than we had hoped to get out. But I know next year we're coming out in a huge way. So, again, thank you, my friend. What a great year it was. And, really proud of what you and the whole team has accomplished.
Yeah, it's been an awesome year. And hopefully we can keep going on. For the future, for the pet's sake, at least.
Absolutely. Well, hey, everybody, thank you. Have a great holiday, a great end of the year, and a safe and healthy start to the new year.